Thousands of years ago, a race of hunter aliens discovered a barren, lifeless world, our Earth. They taught humans how to build and create, and in return, people began worshipping them like gods. Every 100 years, these gods returned to Earth, and whenever they came back, they demanded human sacrifice. Humans were used to breed prey, deadly creatures that could only be born inside a human body. Then the hunters would face these savage monsters in battle, proving whether they were worthy of wearing their mark. Some hunters lost, some won, and whenever a hunter was defeated, he destroyed everything along with himself. An entire civilization could be wiped out overnight, but these hunters never stopped. They hunt to make themselves stronger, and now the 100 years are almost over. They are coming back. The film opens in 2004 when a research satellite detects something strange under the ice in Antarctica. The signal becomes a mystery for Wayland Industries. The satellite belongs to Charles Bishop Wayland, the company's wealthy founder, and the moment he hears about the find, he moves fast. Within days, Wayland assembles a team. Sebastian De Rosa, an Italian archaeologist stuck on dead-end work in Mexico. Alexa Lex Woods, a tough guide and survival expert. Graham Miller, a chemical engineer, and other specialists. Wayland brings them to Antarctica aboard his ship. At first, nobody knows why they were called. Once everyone is gathered, Wayland explains what his satellite captured: unusual images from a remote, frozen region. When his people converted the scans into a 3D map, they found something unbelievable, nearly 2,000 feet beneath the ice, an ancient pyramid with hundreds of chambers inside. For Wayland, it isn't just science, it's proof of something impossible, and a legacy he refuses to miss now. Wayland says his experts cannot agree on who built it. Some see Aztec features, others connect it to Cambodian architecture, but everyone also notices strong Egyptian signs. Sebastian studies the data and says the strangest part is that all of them might be right. The pyramid blends all three styles, which suggests it was created by a civilization older than any of them, one the modern world doesn't even know about. Then comes the obvious question: why build a structure in such a dead, frozen place? The answer is simple. Antarctica was not always like this. Long ago, it may have been livable land, so a civilization could have existed there and built the pyramid in a different age. They also explain the timing. If drilling continues at the current pace, they will reach the structure within 7 days. Lex asks how much time she will have to prepare everyone before going down. Wayland's answer is blunt: none. The instant they open a path, they are going in. Lex pushes back, warning him it's reckless to enter an unknown underground complex here without proper planning. Antarctica is one of the most isolated places on Earth, and if something goes wrong, help won't arrive easily, but Wayland makes it clear he accepts the risk. Lex tells him to find someone else, because she refuses to lead a mission like this without preparation. Unlike the others, she knows what Antarctica can do. Out here, one bad decision can get everyone taken out. Even so, most of the team still wants to go, because this discovery could change their lives. That night, Lex starts packing to leave. Before going, she asks Maxwell Stafford if Wayland has found another guide. When she hears the name, she confronts Wayland and warns him the replacement doesn't have enough experience and would put the team in danger. Wayland admits he has no better option. He says they can't afford to wait because once word spreads, others will come searching too and they could lose everything. He tells Lex he wants her on the mission. Lex tells him plainly he is making a mistake. Later, she speaks with Sebastian and Graham and advises them to stay on the ship and not go below the ice. But the opportunity is too big, and none of them wants to miss it. In the end, Lex agrees to go, not because she trusts the expedition, but because she knows nobody else can guide them through these conditions better than she can. Once she commits, she gathers the team and lays down 3 rules. Nobody goes anywhere alone, everyone stays in contact at all times, and if things go bad, nobody tries to be a hero. After that, Wayland's team moves toward the site. They reach an abandoned whaling station built in 1904. Lex says their maps put the pyramid directly beneath this exact spot. Wayland's people set up camp while the others spread out to inspect the area, but the audience has already seen something the team hasn't. In orbit, a predator ship hovered over this location and fired a laser straight down into the ice. So when Sebastian spots a deep shaft already cut into the ground, he calls everyone over. They're stunned because that hole wasn't there the day before. Somehow it was carved in less than 24 hours. Wayland's drilling crew can't believe it. Whoever did this has technology far beyond anything humans have. Digging that deep in one day should be impossible, and even they know no human machine could pull it off. Whoever came first is clearly far more advanced. Of course, they don't know it was the predators. They assume another expedition beat them here. Since the shaft is already open, they prepare to descend. A smaller group stays topside. Around this time, Lex learns Wayland is seriously ill and tells him he shouldn't come. Lex shares a story. Once, while climbing with her father, he broke his leg. Wayland asks what mattered more then, the pain or reaching the summit with his daughter. It's his way of saying he understands people like her. For him, this discovery is too important to miss. As they lower into the shaft, an accident hits above. Wayland's rope snaps and he starts to fall, but Lex reacts fast and saves him. Up on the surface, a brutal snowstorm rolls in. The team left behind secures the area, but the Predator ship passes overhead again and drops 3 pods onto the ice. Meanwhile, Lex, Wayland, Sebastian, Graham, and the others keep descending. At the bottom, they find no machines at all, no sign of another crew. Instead, their lights reveal it. A massive, ancient pyramid, standing in darkness, thousands of years old, built with features from multiple civilizations at once. The moment they step inside, a stone block shifts, and instantly, something activates. The air changes, like the building just woke up, and the corridors begin subtly shifting, as if the pyramid is rearranging itself again. That signal is detected by the predators, the same hunters who have just arrived on Earth. Then the story cuts to the deepest part of the pyramid, where a different kind of alien is being held captive. It's in a deep sleep. This creature is a xenomorph. The team still has no idea how dangerous this place really is, or that they've walked into something far bigger than an archaeological discovery. As they go deeper, Sebastian translates the wall markings. The pyramid truly mixes Aztec, Cambodian, and Egyptian symbols. Ahead, a warning says only the chosen may enter. There are also carvings of the predator hunters themselves. Back on the surface, the people who stayed behind are suddenly attacked. One by one, the predators begin taking them out. These hunters are beyond human. They can turn nearly invisible. They're far stronger, and mankind is nowhere close to this level of tech. They hunt because hunting defines them. It's how they prove themselves. Down below, Lex, Wayland, Sebastian, and the others reach a horrifying chamber. The walls are lined with human bones, with remains scattered everywhere. Wayland asks what kind of place this is, and Sebastian says it looks like a sacrificial chamber. Human sacrifice existed in many ancient cultures, so at first the skeletons seem to fit. But then they notice something worse. Many bodies have holes in their chests, and the bones are bent outward, not inward. That means they weren't opened from the outside. Something forced its way out from within. Sebastian adds that these people seem to have come willingly. They weren't chained or dragged in. Men and women walked in by choice, as if they believed it was an honor. At the same time, deep in the lowest level, the huge queen xenomorph begins to wake. She's been kept trapped there, and once the system is activated, the cycle starts again. The queen begins laying eggs, because that's how the hunt is prepared. Those eggs will create the deadly creatures the predators came to fight. Predators may be powerful, but xenomorphs are just as lethal in their own way. These are the monsters the hunters came to face. Then the team hears a strange sound. Graham says it's probably just the wind, but the noise feels wrong. Maxwell throws a light farther down, and after a beat, they decide to go even deeper beneath the sacrificial chamber to find out what's really down there. At the same time, the 3 predator hunters have already entered the pyramid, watching the humans from above. As the team pushes deeper, a few people stay behind in the sacrificial chamber to examine what they've found. In front of them is a stone tomb covered in Mayan calendar symbols. Sebastian studies the markings and figures it was last opened 100 years earlier, in 1904. Now, it's 2004. He adjusts the calendar to the current date, and the tomb suddenly opens. Inside, everyone freezes. 3 advanced weapons are resting there, way beyond anything they expected. It makes no sense because the pyramid is thousands of years old. How could tech like this be hidden inside something so ancient? Even the scientists can't explain it. Lex says they need to leave and come back tomorrow prepared. Maxwell refuses. Lex reminds them they already achieved the goal. They were first, and that's enough for tonight. Wayland finally agrees to pull out, but Maxwell grabs the weapons anyway. Sebastian warns him not to touch them. Maxwell ignores it. The second the weapons are removed, the pyramid reacts. Massive stone walls slide, and the structure starts changing shape. In seconds, the group is split into different chambers. The people in the sacrificial room are sealed inside, and the walls are too heavy to force open. Then it gets worse. The floor opens, and eggs rise up. They split, and facehuggers spring out. They clamp onto a person's face and force something living into the host. The team below hears the screaming, but they're trapped too. At the same time, the predators realize their weapons have been taken. That's when they surge toward the humans, because now the ritual hunt has officially begun. The pyramid isn't just shifting by accident, it's turning the place into a controlled battlefield. The predators close in fast because their rules are clear. Once the weapons are removed, the trial starts, and anyone inside becomes part of the hunt, whether they know it. The facehuggers eventually drop off, but the damage is done. Inside the hosts, xenomorphs grow fast. When they're ready, they break out of the chest in a brutal eruption. That's how xenomorphs are born, and it's the real reason sacrifices happened here. People were brought in to create monsters for the predators to hunt. Lex spots a possible route and orders everyone to move. Maxwell, still carrying the weapons, says her job is finished. Lex snaps back that getting everyone out is still her responsibility. They push through the shifting corridors and pass huge predator statues. Maxwell remarks ancient people must have worshipped them, then notices the same weapons he stole are shown mounted on the statue's shoulders. What they don't realize is the predators are already close, watching their every move. As the group moves forward, a nearly invisible wire snaps across one man's neck, dropping him instantly. It's a predator attack. Maxwell and the others open fire, but it barely matters. The predators can cloak themselves so the humans can't see them well enough to fight back. Then the walls move again. The pyramid shifts once more, separating them further. Graham and Rooston Quinn are sealed off together, while another man is trapped somewhere else entirely. Lex, Wayland, Sebastian, and Maxwell end up locked in one chamber, while the rest are scattered across different sections. The man who ends up alone is soon jumped by a xenomorph. The others only hear his screams echo through the structure. Elsewhere, Graham tries to keep Quinn calm, promising they'll find a way out. Back in the chamber, Maxwell demands answers from Wayland. People are going down and he wants to know what they're dying for. Wayland answers coldly, for a discovery that could change everything. Sebastian sets a 10-minute timer on his watch. Lex asks why, and he explains some ancient cultures built entire systems around the number 10. He thinks the pyramid may be shifting every 10 minutes, like a clock resetting the maze. He's right. The moment 10 minutes pass, the walls start moving again. They rush for an opening, but a predator attacks before they can get far. It throws a razor net over Maxwell. The others try to fight back, but the hunter is far too powerful. The net tightens so hard that no human-made blade can cut it, and Maxwell is taken out. By now, the stolen weapon bag ends up with Lex, and just before the predator can take Lex and Sebastian too, a xenomorph appears and attacks it. One predator goes down, and another instantly turns away from the humans to battle the xenomorph instead. For the first time, Lex and Sebastian understand the real nightmare. These two alien species aren't allies. They're here to destroy each other, and the humans are trapped in the middle. Then the walls shift yet again, and Lex and Sebastian use that moment to slip out and escape the chamber. The predator badly injures the xenomorph, but the creature still manages to bring him down. 3 predators entered the pyramid. Now 2 are gone. Only 1 remains, while the number of xenomorphs keeps rising. By now, Maxwell's men on the other side are all gone too. For a moment, only Graham is left, but even he is taken, so another xenomorph can be born through him. That leaves just 3 humans inside the pyramid: Wayland, Sebastian, and Lex. They search for a way out while the remaining predator moves forward to recover his weapons. But Wayland can't keep going. He's too weak and too sick, so he stays behind. When the predator reaches him, it scans him and, briefly, doesn't strike. It recognizes Wayland is already dying, but Wayland makes one last desperate move and tries to attack it anyway. That mistake gets him taken out instantly. Not long after, the walls shift again. The predator is still tracking Lex and Sebastian, but the moving structure cuts him off for the moment and gives them a slim chance to survive. Soon, another xenomorph rushes the predator, but this last hunter is faster and more experienced than the others. He kills it in a brutal fight, then uses its acidic blood to carve a mark onto his mask and body. Lex and Sebastian watch through a crack in the stone and finally understand the truth. The predators aren't really here to hunt humans. Humans are part of the process. They're used as hosts, because without people, the xenomorphs can't be created and the trial hunt can't begin. The walls tell the same story. Every 100 years, the predators return, set the cycle in motion, and battle the creatures to prove themselves worthy of the warrior mark. Now, Lex and Sebastian know what this place is. The predators come to Earth every century for this ritual. If they survive, they earn the right to carry that mark. Lex says they should return the weapons because the predator's real fight isn't with them. He came to hunt xenomorphs, not people. Sebastian is furious. He says you don't hand weapons back to a hunter like that. Against creatures this dangerous, their only chance is to hide and run. Then the walls shift again, and they sprint through the changing corridors. While crossing a broken section, Lex nearly slips. Sebastian saves her, but in that same instant, a xenomorph grabs him and drags him away. Now Lex is alone. When the predator finally faces her, she slowly pulls the stolen weapons from her bag and places them on the ground in front of him, showing she understands. Before the predator can decide her fate, the xenomorph attacks again. The predator turns to fight, and in the struggle, Lex grabs one of the alien weapons and helps bring the creature down. After that, the predator stops seeing her as prey. He recognizes she fought beside him. Using the body of the dead xenomorph, he makes Lex a shield and a spear, because both of them still have a bigger problem ahead. Together they return to the sacrificial chamber, only to find everyone there already gone. The creatures have broken out and the room is a nightmare. Sebastian is still alive for a brief moment, but there's no saving him now. A chestburster is inside him, and a xenomorph is about to finish him. Broken and terrified, Sebastian begs Lex not to let it happen that way. Through tears, she ends his life herself. At the same time, the predator leaves behind a bomb. He knows the situation is out of control because the smaller xenomorphs have freed their queen, and once the queen is loose, stopping her becomes nearly impossible. Lex and the predator escape through the shaft and reach the surface as the bomb detonates below. The blast destroys the pyramid and wipes out everything inside, including the smaller xenomorphs, but when they reach open ground, they realize the worst thing has survived. The queen, Xenomorph, is still alive. Now the final battle begins. The queen is far bigger and far stronger than the others, and if she escapes, the world could face a catastrophe. Lex and the predator fight her together. In the end, they chain her to a heavy structure and drag her toward the water, pulling her down into the freezing sea. They succeed, but it costs them. The last predator is killed in the struggle, though the queen is finally dragged into the ocean depths. After the fight, a massive predator ship appears overhead, and more predators arrive. They recover the fallen hunter's body. An elder predator notices the warrior mark Lex earned after helping kill a xenomorph. Respecting her courage, he gives her a ceremonial spear before the predators leave Earth. In the end, Lex is the only human survivor, but the story has one last twist. Back aboard the predator ship, the dead hunter's body is laid down, and suddenly a new creature erupts from his chest. A hybrid born from both predator and xenomorph, and that's where it ends.